You are.
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss.
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning and welcome to episode 1357 of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, December 14th, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Subscribe, like, and set to auto download if you don't mind. Today, Wes has an up-and-coming Florida boy, soon to be a Florida man, and a Christmas party controversy to tell us about.
That's exactly right. You like Christmas parties, don't you?
Love
Who
him.
doesn't?
Yeah. You like being not invited to Christmas parties?
No, I hate that.
Right.
You'd prefer to be invited for sure, right?
Yeah. What about uninvited?
That's even worse. So you had the option.
Mm-hmm.
You were counting on it.
Mm-hmm. Excited about it.
That's tough.
Oh,
Yeah. That's right.
you say a Florida boy becoming a man,
Yeah. Well, he's already pulling Florida man shit.
boys becoming men becoming wolves.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all right.
Spooky, scary.
Speaking of men becoming wolves, Mark's got an impeachment update, but Trump's not in office.
No, we're just going to impeach every president from now on. Will.
Okay.
Fair is fair.
Yeah, we're just
There
going
we
to
go.
we're going to go
Back
for the
and forth.
record. Yeah.
Around the merry-go-round we go of impeaching each one. And also you've got some creative criminals in court. Is that?
Yeah, the defense team and the criminals got a little creative, a little too creative.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that can happen in crime. Yeah. And I've got a
Worth
tech
the shot,
corner.
right? If you're gonna go down, it's worth the shot. You got to go down swinging, right?
Well, for sure. Try every avenue. I mean,
Right.
that's why you got to be creative. Improvisation, right?
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah. And I've got a tech corner that's going to light your day on fire, guaranteed. Guaranteed. That doesn't sound like it's possible, but trust me.
Okay.
It sounds like a literal fire.
It's hot fire.
Okay.
They're spitting hot fire in the tech world. You won't
Nylon?
believe it.
Yeah.
You won't believe it. Be sure to follow @Hard Factor News on social media everywhere, and feel free to text a friend the show if you think they may enjoy it. This is a fun idea. Anyway.
Oh, hang on one
Yes.
second. I gotta shout out someone.
Oh,
1 second.
okay.
While you're looking for that,
Talk about yourself.
Chris Slates brings up a good point. Don't want to go to the party, but want to get the invite. That is the best of both worlds.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Ooh, yeah. Too
Yeah.
busy.
Right.
Do it too many times though. It's like that movie Click,
Then you
and
won't
the
get
invites
invited, yeah.
stop coming. You know. Yeah.
Shout out to Kelsey. I'm not going to say her last name, and looks like boyfriend, husband, fiance, potentially. A submission for the hottest listener. So far,
Wow.
very pretty. She's the front runner by default at this point. Not to say anything against her, but thank you for
hottest.
submitting. Thank you
Wow.
for at least submitting your photo. You look great. Your boyfriend looks great. So you might win.
Well, who
How
was
did- how-
submitting?
That's it.
Who submitted, Kelsey or the boyfriend?
It's from Kelsey.
How did
Okay.
Wes get
But it's-
from no dick pics to now he's getting hot chicks sending him stuff?
Yeah.
This is
I know.
nuts.
Great.
Worked out.
I'm excited about these photos. Yeah.
Yeah.
And clearly they listen together, hopefully, which is we always love to hear when couples
You know
listen
what?
together.
Let's do a listener best tit contest.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Scout and Bartender's Bluff. There's some listeners that are getting married. Chris out in Alabama, he's getting married. I mean, like, love is in the air when you listen to Hard Factor as a
That's
couple.
true.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, we exude love, we push that energy out. So,
Mhm.
We do.
that's awesome about all the relationships and the submissions. I'm jealous and happy for you, Wes. We have a little piece of business. Florida Man Friday today. One of a great episode. There's a hilarious phone call to a militia, but also we did some Big J journalism, and I did a story that's been nationally reported now that a 23-year-old man from Pittsburgh was visiting St. Pete Beach. Shout out Tampa, shout out St. Pete. And the headline is "Drunk Tourist Sexually Molest Manatee Statue at Florida Restaurant." Now, that was the whole reason I picked that story, because he
Great headline.
ended up calling said restaurant. And it was confirmed by the staff that that was a bold-faced lie. He never did anything sexual with the manatee statue. He kind of like punched at it once or twice, but like he didn't hump it, didn't pull his pants down, didn't do anything sexually. He's been smeared now by the New York Post, by Fox News, and it's all this sexual molestation headline. And we started calling lawyers and tried to get in touch with this guy, this 23-year-old Anthony Lessa out of Pittsburgh. If you know 23-year-old Anthony Lessa from Pittsburgh, anyone, we need to get in touch with him. We tried to DM him. He's like scrubbed most of the social media. They are slandering his name nationally, and we think as a case.
Yeah,
because
we'd like to help you out.
80% accurate, but when we find out, these things, we try to correct it.
Yeah, but you can't even molest a statue, can you? That's not a crime.
Well, they no one's going to hire a guy that sexually molested a man.
They made him sound like a creep.
Right.
Really, he was
not
just
a crime.
drunk.
Like, he sexually harassed a statue.
Right, which is ridiculous to begin with.
Not a
Right,
crime.
but everyone's now nationally reporting that this guy's humping statues, which is like a death sentence for his life.
Can you molest something that doesn't have any privates?
I'd like to hire the guy. I think that's creative. You're making a funny picture, probably making your friends laugh.
Come on the show, Anthony Lessa, and if you know Anthony Lessa from Pittsburgh, let him know we're looking for him. He's got a case against the media. He's got a case against the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office for slandering him. Anyways,
yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good work. That's good journalism right there. Thanks, guys. Important stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the show.
We'd like to take a slice.
Try to give back.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
Let's do the show.
Do you know who you're with? 3 Factor, yeah. And this is real news.
All right, let's go to Boston. And guys, in politics, as we've covered over the years, it's important to be part of a team that is for the greater good of the town, the city, the state, or nation, right? Divisiveness halts progress in politics, as we've seen over and over again, just for the last, I don't know how many years. But they also say that familiarity breeds contempt.
Yes, heard that.
Yep. When you really get to know someone, you tend to lose respect for them after you find out who they really are. And maybe
that's how I feel about myself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about everyone I meet and get to know.
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't know, maybe that's what Boston Mayor Michelle Wu was thinking. Here she is. I believe she's the first Asian American mayor elected to the position of Boston mayor. Maybe that's what she was thinking when she was planning her secret city council Christmas party for elected of color only. Now, you get that?
Right. Right. Excluding white people, it sounds like, right?
That's exactly right, Mark. Yeah. Excluding white people. They didn't want any white people. So now the Boston City Council is composed of 6 minority members and 7 white members. So the whites hold a majority, right? Here they are getting sworn in. And last time I checked, white was a color, a popular one at that. In fact, #1 color of cars and fences is white. I believe.
Now, is it a color or is it all of the colors? Is it?
Well, the ultra white roofs are energy efficient,
right?
And that says something.
It's a color, Mark.
What did you say her last name was?
Wu. W-U.
So pretty close to.
Yeah. Yeah. So when Michelle Mayor Wu decided not to invite the white people to her Christmas party, maybe she had that old adage in mind: familiarity breeds contempt. If the elected of color spend too much time with the white folks, they will learn to despise them and therefore create divisiveness within the city council. Or maybe she's just a racist and doesn't like white people. I don't know. At any rate, as they always do, the white people found out about the secret party of color when Michelle's aide accidentally in quotes, sent out the invitation to not just the intended electeds of color, but also to all the white people.
Whoops. By the way, black absorbs all the colors. So black absorbs all the colors. White reflects all the colors.
Right. That's why white cars stay cooler in the summertime. Right. Here's the invite from Denise DeSantos, the aide. It says, on behalf of Mayor Michelle Wu, I cordially invite you and a guest to the Elected of Colors holiday party on Wednesday, December 13th at 5:30 p.m. It's taking place pretty much right now at the Parkman House. And 15. So she sent it out to everyone. All the white people were like, yeah, we'll make some dip. I'm going to
like,
fucking, you know,
this is a trap.
All 13 of them. No, they thought they were the cool one. They were like, oh, I got invited to the elected of color. Are you kidding me? None of the other ones did. And then,
So the white people,
probably how they felt. Yes.
Yeah. And they started planning how they were going to take over the party, control the music at all costs, not knowing they weren't really invited, because they got another email just 15 minutes later from that same aide who serves as the mayor's director of city council relations. And she said, nope, that was a mistake, white people. You're not invited. She says, quote, I want to apologize for my previous email regarding the holiday party for tomorrow. I did send that to everyone by accident, and I apologize if my email may have offended or came across as so. Sorry for any confusion this may have caused, but damage was done and will forever be done because white people do not take being invited and then uninvited to Christmas parties lightly.
No, they'll bring it up condescendingly for years to come.
Yeah,
well, it's in the news. Somebody took it to the news.
Exactly. That's how mad they were. Yeah.
What are they supposed to do? An all white party now? That's not going to go over well.
No, it's not, Mark.
They're screwed. No party for them.
Right. Now
why is it that big of a deal that they're having an elected of colored Christmas party? Is it?
No, it's not a big deal.
No, it's not a big deal. But apparently it was because someone leaked it. Because someone was pissed enough to leak it to the news and be like, "Look at this bullshit."
They're allowed to have a party. Yeah, but you can complain all you want.
Yeah.
No, the real crime here is the invite and then the uninvite, not the party itself.
It's a slap in the face.
Right.
It's a holiday faux pas for sure. And
it is.
Yeah.
And if she had any class, she would have said, you know what? You're all invited.
We're switching it up and just, ignore all the speakers' prepared speeches.
That's tough, Wes, because
cancel all your jokes.
Wes, you said there was 6 council members who were actually invited to the party, but then 7 got it. So you're over doubling your menu, the amount of food and drinks you got to provide. It's tough to say, okay, now
think of all the dips they would have brought.
It would be really fucked up if she canceled on all but the one actual cool white person who's still invited.
Yeah. I mean, my theory is there's one very uncool white person that nobody wanted there.
Right.
Maybe this guy who'd insisted on standing front rights to be sworn in. I don't know.
Yeah, but the oversized trench coat.
Yeah, the oversized trench coat. Yeah. Now, one city council member, Frank Baker, he's a white Democrat. He was a little upset. He said the move was unfortunate and divisive, but he said, you know what? I don't care. I don't get offended too easily. To offend me, you're gonna have to do much more than not invite me to a party, is what he said. I find it unfortunate that with the temperature the way it is, that we would further the division. Not to mention they don't play the same kind of Christmas music I like anyway. Right. No Bing Crosby, no thanks.
Yeah, he said, I thought we came a long way since Pearl Harbor. I guess not, Michelle Wu.
Right. Yeah. Now
hacked again.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. I don't know why they leaked it to the press, because this is really, I mean, it's tough for everyone.
Why? Because people hate Michelle Wu or whatever. That's why. Someone on the other side of Michelle Wu's party, the opposite party,
it's tit for tat. Like Mark said, if they were to hold an only white party, they would definitely get leaked to the press.
If she's Democrat, it's a Republican that leaked it. If she's a Republican, it's a Democrat that leaked it. Just because you want to make her look bad. That's all. Any little slip up. Yeah.
But like you guys said, it's really just it's really the uninvite. That's the crime. The having your own Christmas party where you only wanted to invited, your friends who happen to be all of the non-white members of the council. That's your call.
There's like nothing more embarrassing in life than getting invited to something, preparing to go for it, than getting uninvited. You have to like call the babysitter or explain to the people you said you were going to a party. Why are you not going to the party anymore?
It's a friendship ender.
Yeah, it's tough. Like it's bad. It's so embarrassing if you told people you're going to this party. Getting uninvited to something is one of the worst things.
It breeds resentment, no doubt. Now, on the other side, Counselor Brian Worrell, who's a black Democrat, and they say he's from the article, he's poised to become the vice president of the council next term. He argued that there wasn't anything out of the ordinary, saying, we try to have secret parties without white people all the time. And where we can have a really good time, things aren't so uptight. I don't have to bring some kind of dish. And then he said, quote, we make spaces for all kinds of specific groups in the city and city government. Now, people said online that this thing has been happening for 10 years, but then another guy, a former lawyer, said that, look, if Tom Mamino or Ray Flynn, former mayors, had a party, they invited everyone. So not all the mayors did this, just some of them.
I mean, for the mayor, I agree with the people saying like weird move, mayor, especially with the uninvite. But again, her call. All you can do is complain and take it to the press, which they did. So
yeah. And there is a larger party next week that's open to everyone. That's more
right.
inclusive.
Usually with holiday parties, there's multiple parties, right?
Yeah. There's a
right.
colored elects only, and a white people are allowed to come party next week.
Right. They usually do different groups, like your small team party at work, and then the bigger team, and then like that's how usually these things work.
Well, these city council.
How was the party last week?
No, now I know why they're pissed, Wes, because they get one party and the other half gets two parties.
Yeah,
that's why they're pissed.
That's unfair.
More parties is better.
More parties is better at Christmas time. Right. Yeah. So that was a big hubba in Boston.
Hubbub.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
big news out of Mass.
Yeah, big news. But hey, right. If you are uninvited to your Christmas party and you're planning on eating some good food at the Christmas party, but now you can't, I got a solution. Factor. This bustling holiday season, you might be looking for nutritious, flavorful meals to fuel you on a jam-packed day, or maybe you're sitting at home alone, not invited to a party. Factor's America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service can help you eat well for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time and stay on track with your healthy lifestyle while tackling all your holiday to-dos. They got conscious calorie options that don't skimp on flavor. Dietitian approved calorie smart meals, around 550 calories per serving. You need an extra boost to support your wellness goals and feel your best during the holidays. Try Protein Plus meals. If you want to bulk up a little bit, look good for the springtime.
Yeah, if you bring food as well seasoned as Factor food, you'll get invited to pretty much every Christmas party.
That's right. That's right. So this December, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door, ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/hardfactor50. Use code hardfactor50. Get 50% off. That's code hardfactor50 at factormeals.com/hardfactor50 to get 50% off. And they are the pork. I don't know, every pork dish I've ever had.
Chicken.
Oh my God, so good.
So good.
Yeah.
So freaking good. Well, I got one political story for you, then a goofy one. We're going to start with the political one. The House voted on Wednesday 221 to 212, pretty much down party lines, to formally open an impeachment hearing onto Biden for potentially being the big man that Hunter Biden referred to in his foreign finance gifts from Burisma and China and whoever else was giving him money for being Hunter Biden and no other reason, like not performing consulting or any other type of work.
10% to the big man.
Right. So they voted to that means that they will now have I guess funds or resources to open special committees, maybe like the Mueller thing or whatever. Now they can
the big man,
advance. It's one step forward to impeachment. Exactly. Yeah. Some Republicans are alleging that Biden was involved in bribery and corruption as the big man while he was the sitting vice president. So at least 3 people have come out and said that. And Republicans say, we needed to do this so that now we have more power to gather evidence, depose witnesses, and enforce legal demands.
Mark, one of the other interesting parts of the big man thing is that he had a bunch of pseudonyms, and they had to unlock congressional records or whatever, email records, to get access to where he used tons of different pseudonyms over the years. I forget how many, but it's pretty interesting. Yeah.
Let's just say he sleeps with the doctor. And I say, please have Hunter's testimonies be public and ask him some detailed questions about hookers and drugs and what he experienced. I want it to be like a trial where everyone's living vicariously through his testimony. And they're like, and then where did you sniff the blow off of her? Yeah. You dog.
Yeah.
Oh, you dog.
How much did you spend that night? He went through $5 million in 5 years or something.
How did you spend it? What was her name? No, not her real name. Her whore name. Yeah. You dog.
At the time.
Yeah.
It would be great to get those details. The thing is, if it's public, I don't think they can't take it to that level, right? Because you can't if it's on C-SPAN, you can't be showing the laptop drive. You know what I mean?
I mean, look, you can blur out not everything's pretty.
All right.
People need to grow up and understand that.
I'd like to understand more about the laptop for sure.
It seems like Joe absolutely took some money as vice president. It seems like that.
I have a feeling
happened.
that, I mean, if you talk about Congress and stocks, I have a feeling that 90% of politicians take money that they are shady. I mean,
Santos is out there now trying to smear
Santos
everybody else, like because it's easy because they all do
Santos
make money.
stole dogs from people, and then he became come on.
And they all profit off their knowledge, right? Like for the most part. But Joe seems
VP is a little different than a congressman, and so as president is a little bit different than VP.
Yeah, but all of those people, whether it's in office or not, like Trump was like profiting from
Trump's family profited a lot.
Sure.
And you make these connections, and then when they're done, they write a book that they make millions of dollars off of. It's a tough.
Everybody profits a ton. Yeah, everybody did.
I think in the history of politics, they've all
stupid cycle.
Yeah, but it sounds like things are moving forward in a Biden impeachment. I mean, let's just set a record for presidents impeached in a row. Put Biden in the peach before 2024 ends. Trump looks like he's getting reelected unless something insane happens, according to the way too early polls. And he for sure is probably going to get impeached again in the next 4 years after that.
You know it. You know they can't go 4 years without impeaching that guy. That's going to happen.
Hey, maybe we can elect the son of Sam after Trump's second term. If you free him, I'm sure he'll do something to get impeached.
Yeah.
Let's normalize electing old guys that commit crimes to the top office of the land. Makes sense, because if the president's a criminal, I don't feel so bad about jerking off twice in a day. Smart.
That's true. I never thought about it.
Yeah, like maybe that's why. Yeah. Well, I think it's a little unprecedented, right? Yeah. The what we're dealing with now. These guys,
put it that way.
It's a little weird, but I might be a pathetic loser. But the guy giving the State of the Union, he's not so great either, right? That's one way to look at it. Right. We don't want someone perfect. We want a crook. The president is becoming our ugly friend. You keep the ugly friend around so you don't feel so ugly yourself. Hey, Sloth's here. All right.
Yeah. That's not the place for the president. I feel like Sloth it should be a different role,
Well, it seems like that's what we're doing. I don't see why else
is what we're doing, and it's not.
Maybe I don't know.
Maybe not.
That's why they tried to keep Santos around for so long.
Yeah, he's the ugly congressman.
He was the president's Sloth.
Made look everyone good. Everyone looked good.
Anyways, Hunter Biden was trending number one on social media because he did show up to Capitol Hill on Wednesday, but he defied a subpoena by Congress. Congress wanted him to testify behind closed doors on Wednesday, and he said, no, I will testify in a public hearing, which again, I mentioned earlier, I think that's what we all want. He also did give a press conference saying that his father has never been involved in his financial businesses and that there is no evidence because it never happened. Also, take a look at Hunter Biden from like a year or two ago and him now. He has been stressed out.
Whoa,
that's him?
He has been stressed out. He's not getting those. Yeah, less whores, less millions of dollars.
You got to assume the booze and drugs are flowing with that much hair loss in a couple of years.
Damn.
But the worries there too, as opposed to
stress plus the barbiturates and whatnot.
Isn't Hunter's business partner that dude that isn't he just going to roll over in a public? Yeah, I mean he's just going to continue to roll over.
Arch Deluxe, the Arch Deluxe might be the nail in the coffin. Yeah, I mean you never know what's going to be, but Arch Deluxe already testified against him. So
right.
And so now Congress may look to hold him in contempt of Congress. Who knows? Because he didn't do the testimony of the subpoena thing. Again, just do it in public, Congress, you jackasses, and ask him about the fucking escorts and the drugs. What type of shit was he seeing when he was tripping balls? How does he make sure there's no fentanyl in his cocaine? Let's get to the bottom of it.
Oh, he's got a test.
Yeah. Let's ask him the stuff.
He's done a lot of tests. He's a tester.
Mm-hmm.
He's tested a lot of things, a lot of holes, a lot of strips.
One step closer to another impeachment.
There we go. Impeachment. That's our thing now. USA. Look though, Mark, cheer up. Corey Webb live chat, youtube.com/hardfactnews says you could be stuck with Trudeau and carbon tax. So
that's true.
Sorry. Maybe, I don't know what you'd want. I don't know. It's all North America. Anyways. Let's move on to a brighter subject than politics. A lot going on in the tech world right now.
Oh, yeah.
Technology coming in fast. Okay. First up, Elon Musk's Tesla has released the Optimus Gen 2 robot, guys. I'm showing it to you on silent right now, the demo, and you see, even if you can't see the video right now, it's very easy to describe. Okay, that duck walk mode. Are you in on robot butlers yet?
This makes me miss my testing days. Have they brought a single dog around one of these things?
I'm not sure. None in that.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say
video.
no. The answer is no, because a dog would bark like crazy at that thing.
It's true. A dog would bark like crazy.
It would be a nightmare if you brought that thing in your house.
I just got a message from one of my brides being like, when you fly the drone, is it close? Because our dog is petrified of drones.
Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna bring a 6-foot robot in the house. Dog's gonna lose its mind.
It's tough, but think of all the laundry and cleaning time you could save. What if it can babysit like Rosie the robot and the Jetsons, right? Like, huh? You in on it? You in on the robot butler?
I want to see it make a full meal, and then I'll be way more in on it.
If you don't have any pets or children or care about your life, I'd say go for it.
Oh, I got all of that.
Yeah,
but I want it all at the same time.
Yeah, you wake up and it's in bed with you and your wife. You're like,
yeah, it's fingering your wife.
Yeah, what's going on here?
That'd be a tough. That'd be a real wake up call.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you don't want me to finger your wife? Oh,
no, robot. Jeez,
no. I misunderstood.
Right. Yeah,
you guys are planting some seeds of doubt in my head. Anyways, I'm hoping though, still, with all that said, I'm hoping with the interest rates going down that I could snag one right away. But no sale date has been announced or is planned to be announced, because that's not even ready for production, even though it's the Gen 2 for some reason. And also unfortunate timing for Tesla, as this video of the Cybertruck cutting down Christmas trees in the mountains and needing to be towed by a gas-powered Ford truck, that's also making the rounds right now.
Man, that's embarrassing.
I saw one of these things on the road the other day for the first time, and it is stupid.
It's weird looking. It feels like
it can't get up that little hill.
It looks like some guy just welded it in his garage.
Right. It's a strange choice, and it feels like they just stuck to that like strange like body type, and they just weren't gonna budge from that. And then now, as you see, it can't get up a pretty what looks to be a hill that a Cybertruck should get
20% grade.
Again, I think Elon saves a lot on testing, and he doesn't test. Like, has anyone like rolled these things over? They look like death traps.
20-degree grade.
It's tough for the Teslas out there right now. Bad timing. But do you guys know where else cool tech is really useful?
Sex bots.
Yeah. Space is the place. Hello.
Sex
That's right,
and
space. Sex and space. Sex in space.
Sex and space.
Space is the place where cool tech is pretty useful. And NASA must be hungry for budget boosts again, because they've been showing off some beautiful images of nebulas from the Wide Field Infrared Survey Explorer WISE telescope. That's this thing right here. So it's just this little fucker. It like floats around out in space. And the images it takes makes you want to eat a whole bag of shrooms and then look at more of them, because nebulae are star factories, okay, that make up parts of the galaxy, and we can't see them with the naked eye, but the WISE telescope can see them all, and it's been capturing new ones ever since it was launched in 2009. Still getting new ones today. I'm showing you guys the Heart and Soul Nebula. This is the Orion.
You could go back to the Heart and Soul. It kind of looks like a heart and soul or two testicles.
Yeah, testicle nebula, but it's two of them. Yep, exactly. The testes, that's the Orion right there, and then the Eagle Nebula. Pretty badass. Like incredible images.
They are pretty cool. Space is crazy.
Yeah. Anyways, some cool space tech. I know it might not do it for you, but it does it for me. And back on Earth, the Geminids meteor shower can be seen peaking right now as we tape and into Thursday. And in Vegas last week, taking it to the internet, Trung T Fan tweets on December 13th. He says, the Microsoft
Excel Championship wrapped in Las Vegas last weekend. Andrew the Annihilator Nagy The guy won his third straight title. The Australian actuary beat 14 opponents in various 30-minute case study challenges. Funniest part, the clip of the live stream announcers losing their minds over the pivot tables and data labeling. What
Shut
did
up.
the guy get for winning? A $15K cash prize and a glorious wrestler championship belt. Now, I don't know if Trung actually sounds like that, but these people are big nerds, okay?
They were the pivot tables blew their mind. Wow.
Yeah.
That's the nerdiest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Microsoft
yeah.
Excel championships. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a lot of funny championships in Vegas, like the maid competition. We should go out for a couple of these.
Oh, for sure. And the video highlights of the event, as Trung points out, are incredible. Let's take a listen. And if you can't see the screen, it's no big deal because it's literally just a bunch of nerds moving Excel cells around way too fast for you to even tell what's going on the screen. And then they crown the champion, and it's just announcers announcing all that. Here it is.
Remind you that we're just taking the top 4 here. So with this elimination, the top 4 will be moving on to the finals. Yes. See, that's it. See,
Wow.
these, oh my gosh. These, he probably was sitting on points.
Yep.
See, now Jakob, the guy.
Squares here, the cells.
Andrew's shaking his head.
Oh, Michael got some
Cells
bonus
base.
points.
Okay.
Bonus
40
two.
seconds remaining.
40 seconds to go, so-
Okay, this is it. There's no more eliminations. When this is over, it's over. All right, and Andrew now, he's looking around. He's taking his headphones off. What is he doing? Okay, is he safe? Is he safe? This is bold. Look at it, crossing his arms. No. The guy is flexing.
19,
He's flexing.
18,
He's flexing.
Wasn't
What
in the
is
last
he doing?
one.
Wait, look at this guy.
It didn't.
Look at
14,
no.
13, 10, 9.
Oh, come on.
They're annihilated.
7. No.
Andrew, nicely done. Hold that up in the air. And of course, the trophy's nice, but we want to see you wear the belt. Let's hear it. Wear the belt. Wear the belt. Wear the belt. Wear the belt.
Jesus.
We need somebody bigger. You just gotta. There you go.
Well, if the guy wins
Nice.
every year, get a smaller belt.
Yeah, you know. He's
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your champion.
Asian guy. I liked how they got a black color guy to add some pizzazz to the.
Oh,
other-
yeah, that's the best.
That was the only
Does he
thing
even
they
know
had.
Does he even know what's
It's
going on?
so
He didn't-
relatable.
He didn't
No,
say. He didn't explain what was going on. He just
See,
ooh,
Mark,
ah.
he had no idea. That was so relatable because you, as a viewer, you felt the same way as him. You were excited, but you had no clue what was happening on the screen. And then nobody going along with the "wear the belt" chant was incredible.
That's some competition.
And if you could see the video, the belt was barely small enough for Andrew the Annihilator Nye to be able to hold it up with his waist in the end. So, as Mark said, get a smaller belt for fuck's sake. So,
He's gonna win next year, guys. Get ahead of it.
He's crossing his arms. He's so confident.
He stopped working with a minute left when everyone else was trying to catch up.
incredible stuff. Fantastic production from the Financial Modeling World Cup. The whole stream is available on YouTube if you want to see it. It's over 3 hours long. Not my cup of tea to watch Excel for 3 hours, but if you're into Excel, I'm sure it's incredible, mind-blowing. Have you guys seen the appliance smashing game out there where they like smash like coffee cups and shit into each other and see which one wins? A lot of good new esports out there right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've seen like the treadmill object races, like where they put objects on treadmills and then they see which one's going to stay up the longest without getting thrown to the back of it.
There's a lot of these are on TikTok as well.
Reddit
every night.
Yeah, Reddit, TikTok.
I do want
social
to
media.
ask Greg Riley, our boy, who's probably the greatest Excel person we know, what this is all about. Like what kind of advanced Excel formulas and shit are we talking about here? because
you have to keep expanding your model. If you watch the full video, they explain it pretty in depth.
They give you like a couple paragraphs, then you have to like take the information and solve the problem, and he just does it way quicker and better than everyone else, I guess.
Yeah, and it's like a continuous equation. They have to keep going all the way to the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Live chat. Rad Dad says that champion has a 26 waist, and that's true. Small in stature, but large in heart and fast in keyboard fingers.
He must have one of those stand-up desks.
Yep. Well, yeah, probably
You know
so.
what I mean?
Because
when he's working all day,
he's so fit.
He might have one of those little treadmills he walks on while he's doing this. So
yeah, he somehow masters it all. He's impressive. Andrew the Annihilator Nye, and that tech segment was brought to you by the highest tech version of nicotine pouches out there, in my opinion, Lucy. That's what I'm talking about. Lucy makes tobacco-free nicotine for people who to focus better, think deeper, chill out smoother, and inspire creativity. Just a nice, relaxing, 100% pure tobacco-free nicotine experience. I love them anytime, especially after a meal, in the shower. I love the cinnamon, the mango. Those are my personal favorites. What about you guys? Your favorite Lucy? Go.
Breakers.
all
Breakers apple ice.
any pouch, 12
Any
millis.
pouch. Same. They're amazing. All amazing. Available in 5 strengths, 2 to 12 milligrams per portion, 12 different flavors. And with that much variety, they got something going on for everyone, not just pouches. They got the breakers, which Wes loves. They also have the gum, of course. Well, me and Mark's favorite, the classic pouches as well. Way better and stronger than all those other pouch companies out there on the market. You know, there's some major ones, you know what I'm talking about. These are better. Whether you use nicotine to focus better or get a boost in energy, or to chill and relax, Lucy is made for your nicotine routine. If you want to try Lucy's tobacco-free breakers, pouches, or gum, go to lucy.co/hardfactor and use promo code HARDFACTOR to get 20% off your first order. Lucy offers free shipping and has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. That's lucy.co and use code HARDFACTOR to get 20% off and always free shipping. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Great product. I love it.
Fantastic.
Guys, were you fake sick kids in school? Like with you,
Of course.
like elementary school?
Once in a while. Yeah.
I definitely once or twice put a thermometer to like a light bulb.
Right. You know, how long ago today? Yeah.
That was
Twice a school year, easily.
Twice a school year.
Yeah.
Talk about like more like twice a month.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the nurse and I were on first name basis. As soon as I figured out that when you said it hurts when I swallow, that was a ticket home, and I abused the shit out of it.
No, I never did it at school. I would do it before going to school.
Oh, I would get picked up from school. I mean, I was a menace. And
you know what happened to me? I got nosebleeds as a kid, and then once I learned that was like that sent you home, and that's nothing. I was like,
getting picked up from school is inconsiderate to your parents. You got to do it before they go to work.
Very inconsiderate, but my dad was able to do it, and you know, it was an awkward ride home, but it was worth it when I got out of school.
He knew.
He knew. Anyway, you know, I did get strep throat a lot when I was a kid, so you know, a lot of it was real. But
sucking all that dick.
Yeah, sucking all that dick. Some kids take getting out of school to another level. They're not just faking that they have some kind of illness. Like one 11-year-old Florida boy, I'm assuming 6th grade. That's like what 11-year-old 6th grade in Marion County, who he had enough of school for the day, and he told his buddy he wanted to go home. So he concocted a plan, and here's the local news story to tell you what he did.
Tonight, an 11-year-old is accused of making a fake call about an active shooter, and that's why Horizon Academy in Marion Oaks was on lockdown on Tuesday. Fox 35's Marie Editor joins us live from there tonight. So, Marie, the sheriff is fuming about why the boy reportedly did it.
Right, he says that's because of the fear it caused. I talked with a couple people as they were leaving the school today. One man told me he was really happy with the thorough response from the sheriff's office. I also talked with a woman who says she has that 11-year-old as a student. She says her classroom was evacuated. She says she had SWAT members pointing guns at her. And even after everything was said and done and she knew everyone was okay, she says that fear still lingers. This was the scene at Horizon Academy in Marion Oaks Tuesday. That's after deputies got this 911 call.
911, what's the address of the emergency? Help, there's a school shooter walking through the hallway.
Oh my God.
What school? Marion Oaks. What hallway are you in? Building 2. Marion Oaks Elementary or Marion Oaks High School?
Huh?
Hello, can you hear me? Which school? Marion Oaks Elementary?
He's coming. And
The
then he
Marion
hangs
County
up.
Sheriff's Office says they dedicated everything they could to locking down the school and making sure everyone was safe.
These are our children. These are our future. And we're under the belief that someone is in there trying to harm them.
But the Sheriff's Office says
kid
that
sucks.
call turned out to be a hoax. After some investigation, detectives learned an 11-year-old boy used.
Anyway, you get it.
Right.
So fake school shooter call. What he did was he waited till his buddy went to the bathroom or something, and then he used his buddy's cell phone to make the call.
He incriminated somebody else.
Yeah, he tried to.
Shithead.
Yeah.
This is Craig. He like uses his buddy's name.
Yeah.
He's so stupid too because he didn't get sent home. He got locked down in the school.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It kind of backfired on him. Yeah.
But he had to stay there all day.
He didn't think that one through. He had to sit there in a boring lockdown
So he thought he was going to get helicoptered out of there.
Right. Not the brightest.
He said, he said he's walking through the hall. So they sent canines. They sent the SWAT team. They sent helicopters. They did a search of the school. So they did evacuate the school. Everyone did get to go home, but now the kid is in deep shit. And the sheriff is saying this young man is going to need to mow a lot of lawns to pay that bill. So I guess they're going to try to fit his, put the bill on his parents for all those resources that he wasted, which is probably a pretty decent penny.
I mean, thousands. Yeah, like tons of money.
He also has to switch schools because he's like a pariah at that school now. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, you're gonna call it a fake school shooting?"
He's a bad kid. Yeah, he's the baddest. He's the baddest of the bad. They said that they arrested him, and filing false police reports, and of course they got to pay the restitution for the cost of the response, which will equal hundreds of man hours. They said, so like Will said, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
Lots. Yeah, all the time like missed for the teacher's productivity too. That's insane.
Rad Dad says the same high school the Unabomber graduated from. I don't know if that's true or not, but
I didn't know that.
That's crazy.
Fun fact. Yeah,
it's in the water.
Also, breaking news in the live chat. Mario says Draymond suspended indefinitely. Did you guys see that fucking head punch he did?
Yeah, he punched the Sun center, and he's got like the most flagrant fouls by far in the past 5 years. And he knocked out his teammate last year, and so the NBA is done with Draymond.
Draymond pretended like he lost his balance. It was like, I mean, you don't want to bring up the hockey one, but yeah, I mean, it was like he pretended he lost his balance and did like 3 spins and just smacks the dude in the fucking head as hard as he could. Yeah. It was egregious.
He's suspended indefinitely. He has to go to like anger management and do a bunch of shit before he's allowed back.
Are you guys like if you're like in that classroom and like he told his boys like I want to go home, like secretly you're a little happy because there's no school shooter, but you get to go home, right?
But you do, I mean, again, I don't think you really do get to go home that early.
Oh yeah, you do. You get the school gets like you get locked down for like an hour, and then they evacuate and to search. They clear classroom by classroom.
So you want him doing this at 9 a.m. then? Like
at 9 a.m. And it did happen at 9 a.m. It happened at like 9:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Half day.
Yeah, it was a half day.
Not worth it.
Thousands of dollars. Not worth it to him.
Even if you're his friend that like knew about it, you're gonna be fucking questioned forever now. It's like
99% of the people though are shitting their pants. It's pretty fucked up.
It's traumatic. Yeah,
it's traumatic. Teachers are having guns pointed at them.
Tough one for sure.
That kid sucks.
Teachers and SWAT team members pointing guns at him.
No, that kid sucks.
Yeah,
expel him. Get him out of there. Fuck that kid.
Yeah.
Do you fuck that kid?
What a ballsy move, man.
Very. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Do you guys see? I'm about to pull up the picture. You guys see what this is? It's a very grainy picture. Can you see at all what that is?
Looks like the interest like a Kohl's or something.
It's a Kohl's, and there's a guy with a shopping cart.
It's a KitchenAid mixer.
There it is, KitchenAid mixer.
Yeah.
That is a very grainy image of one half of the KitchenAid mixer crew. It's either 50-year-old Michael Green or 37-year-old Byron Bolden, one of the two men that stole $2,095 worth of goods from a Kohl's in Parker, Colorado, including the KitchenAid. That's why the DA called the two of them the KitchenAid mixer crew.
Those things are expensive. They're like $300 a pop.
I mean, yeah. $2,095 worth of goods. That was.
Did they really need the mixer in there? It should just be the KitchenAid crew.
Well, the DA in Parker, Colorado is a big nickname guy. Well, it was just two of them. It's not even really a crew. It's just two of them.
Yeah, but he doesn't. It's so much cleaner with KitchenAid crew versus KitchenAid mixer crew.
He's working on his nickname game. But he likes to do the nicknames. Really, he could have left no moniker on the guys. It's just two of them. But he's big into nicknames. You'll hear later why, or get more examples. You don't want to be for example, you don't want to be a dog fucker in Parker, Colorado, because he'll call you Scooby Goo, you know, and you're not going to be treated well in prison. Bend over, Beethoven. You don't want to do that.
We'll do Scooby.
Yeah, we'll do Scooby. Lassie, there's a boy in your hole.
Scooby Doo you.
Yeah, Scooby Doo you. Stealing a KitchenAid mixer is a little gay, but all things considered, not that bad in Parker. Could be a lot worse with the nicknames.
Could be a lot worse.
Yeah, with your crimes. So the reason the KitchenAid mixer crew made the show today is because of their defense in court. Their lawyer and them came up with a grand scheme, a perfect plan, they thought. What they did was they admitted to stealing the goods. Okay, you got us on camera. That is us, the KitchenAid mixer crew, the boys. But they said, do not forget the fact that some of those items were on sale that week. And they had coupon clippings from the weekly Kohl things that get sent out. And they said, if you apply these coupons plus the fact that some of these items were on sale, the value that we stole was actually just under $2,000, making it a misdemeanor instead of just over $2,000, which is in the state of Colorado is a felony. So we'll cop to it. We'll cop to it, but you got to apply the discounts and give us a misdemeanor.
And you got to change our name to the on sale bandits.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The coupon clip and crew.
Yeah. That's awesome to think. I mean, it's a plan.
No, Wes, they didn't get away with it.
Obviously not.
The judge heard their pleas and then laughed at them and charged them both with felony instead of misdemeanors this Tuesday. And that's because the prosecutors and the judge pointed out to the KitchenAid mixing crew and their lawyer that in order to even apply a sale or a coupon, you have to actually buy the items to begin with. So they were just going to take them at the value that they put them at because no one rang them up. Right. It's hard to apply a coupon when you never buy the item.
Good point.
You can't price match zero.
Good point.
Right. Yeah,
they didn't think about that one.
I mean, it's a good defense on their part.
It's a nice try.
It was a great try, but it was obviously, I mean, you got to shoot or shoot, right? And you got to shoot what you got. And that's the only shot they had. So
could they prove they had the coupons in their pockets? I don't know. I don't think so.
Still, it wouldn't even matter. Like he says, you got to, I mean,
yeah, you got to run them through you got to scan them in order to get the coupons.
Coupons aren't a no purchase necessary type thing. It's not like
that's right. No purchase necessary.
It's implied that the purchase is necessary.
You can't just show a bunch of coupons and be like, I'll be taking this.
Yeah, by their logic, Kohl's owes them money.
Right. Exactly.
20% off coupons.
And we'll counter sue for the thousands of dollars you didn't give us in coupons we didn't use. So no, those guys got sentenced. Green was sentenced to 15 months in prison and Bolden to 90 days in jail with credit for time served as a condition with 18 months probation as well. And John Kellner, the district attorney who's into nicknames, said in the press release, just because an item is on sale doesn't mean it's free to steal. And these defendants now get to think about this lesson in jail and prison. And then he said, and let that be a lesson to the KitchenAid mixer crew who might just bump into Kodak Brown in prison, a man I recently put away for installing cameras in public toilets.
Yeah.
Kodak. I get it. Yeah.
Kodak Brown.
Yeah. That's a good one.
He's a big rap fan. He's getting better.
Yeah. He's improving as time goes on. Yeah.
I hope they enjoy shitting in prison with Kodak Brown in their cell.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big fan.
Good luck,
of
fellas.
So two pretty stupid criminals and their stupid lawyer in that case. Yeah.
That I like their moxie. I like how they went for it, and and now they can go into jail with their heads held high.
How did those three morons? How did those three morons in the room go? Eureka! Did you see there were coupons for the stuff you stole that week, boys? We've got them now.
Yeah. Hey, the judge has a really, really great sense of humor. We might have something here.
Yeah,
you might. You get the right
lawyer
judge.
brings out a calculator. He's like, "Son of a bitch,
Yeah.
you're just under."
Dead the rights.
Holds up the calculator. 1999.
It's like a My Cousin Vinny moment in the courtroom.
Yeah. But that's it. They got arrested.
Nice. Or 15 months.
Yeah. Well, he shouldn't. I mean, it was a shitty plan. It was a shitty plan.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you're stealing from. You got to make sure you're in like California, not Parker, Colorado, because
you sure do.
throw you in jail. Yeah.
Yeah, California, you'd be fine. 10 grand, maybe. Up to 10K.
Coupons. Kohl's your own money.
Yeah. Well, they tried at least. They tried.
Yeah.
I saw that University of Wisconsin is studying shrooms and their effects on anxiety, which is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, I mean everyone's been doing that.
Doing that for a while, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like the
Cybocillin or whatever, Cybocillin.
Seems to be that the results are in and they're good for anxiety.
Right.
What's that show that was out that where they all go to the what's her name? Melissa McCarthy, I think, is in it. She's like a patient. They go to
Oh yeah.
And that's all about shrooms and therapy and stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that came out a couple of years ago.
It's a good series.
Retreat thing.
Yeah, it was a good series.
9 Perfect Strangers.
Something like that,
yeah. All right, well, that's the show for today. Get in there, the Patreon. I think the Hive Hour is already out. Florida Man Friday has multiple phone calls, and they're all very good. So check out patreon.com/hardfactor. Also, we'd like you to have a great fucking day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.